Today's horoscope, Libra October 24th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. The sun now puts a spotlight on your resources sector until November 21st, and life is more about settling in and making yourself more comfortable and secure. It's a fine time for taking charge of your finances and valuables, but it's also an excellent period for recognizing your value. The focus is on building and laying down strong foundations. It's a good time to take stock of what you already have and enhance your feelings of abundance in the process. Learning to appreciate your life in the present is an essential key to happiness, after all. Finances can undoubtedly be in focus in the weeks ahead, but it's also a cycle in which you get into greater touch with your spiritual resources. You're shifting gears now as you turn your attention to stabilizing your life and putting ideas to work for you. Today, you can experience a powerful desire for comfort, pleasure, and coziness. There may be a gift or bonus coming in, but perhaps also some indulgence. The cosmos are profound. As one of the two zodiac signs ruled by Venus, you have a special connection to love and relationships. Honestly, you are one of the most romantic zodiac signs of all. Venus, as a planet, hungers for connection and partnership, and you do. This is one of the reasons you are so naturally attractive and magnetic. Your planetary ruler gifts it to you. Beauty, harmony, and a true sense of romance and union fulfill you on the deepest of levels. By knowing this, you can embrace your innate authenticity more than ever before. Do not let anyone get in the way of your success. Take pride in your accomplishments, as the moon in Cancer will square Chiron retrograde in Aries and conjunct Mars in Cancer. At first, you may struggle to feel self-assured with your accomplishments and career path if your relationships are not as supportive as they could be. Do not focus on the lack of support from those around you. Focus on yourself and lift yourself. You deserve to feel good about how hard you have worked, especially if you have come a long way in your career path. You're going to feel a burst of energy, not only today but throughout the next few months, and this will shape the way you meet your goals. One reason you sometimes seem to fail to accept this kind of dynamic energy is because it invariably involves change of some kind, and you are not famous for flexibility. Here's a hint for your future success: drinking water increases flexibility. Today's vibrations will push you to find stability or realize a project. This is probably the moment to organize yourself on a professional level and advance methodically, in slow but sure steps to your goal. In your family and sentimental life, take advantage of this period to tighten your relationships and make them stronger. Duty will call wherever you are. You've got everything on your side to succeed. Having the moon in your career sector as the sun returns to your income sector is just one of the advantages today. As the solar shifts onto your income situation, matters, and options, this will ensure your professional instincts are sharp and you are emotionally and intuitively engaged and aware from the start. However, this will also shine a light on a hotbed of activity across the income, work, and career fronts that the moon is actively helping to amplify and act as a trigger for. As Mars moves into his final 12 days in your career sector, everything is starting to come together. It is right in the heart of Venus, the planet of love's first full week in your communication sector, that a friendly aspect to the North Node in your relationship sector peaks. As well as giving Venus' mission to give your heart and your relationships a voice a serious boost, it comes just as tension between your own and your relationship needs is dropping back. Daily Planetary Overview. Today's celestial influences could stir up a bit of emotional turbulence, as the sensitive moon in Cancer forms a square with Chiron, the wounded healer, retrograde in fiery Aries. At the same time, the moon also creates a harmonious sextile with Uranus retrograde in steady Taurus, introducing a spark of unpredictability. What does all this mean? You may find something from your past unexpectedly resurfacing today, a memory, an unresolved situation, or even an encounter with someone you've been avoiding. It's the kind of moment that could trigger old emotions, leaving you feeling a bit shaken or vulnerable. Let's shift our focus to something else that's brewing in the stars today: a powerful square between the Sun in Libra and Pluto in Capricorn. This aspect can feel a little uncomfortable, almost as if the universe is pushing you to confront the bigger, more significant things in your life that you might have been putting off. Let's be real, we all have those tasks or issues we'd rather avoid. Whether it's that daunting work project, a heartfelt conversation you've been delaying with someone close to you, or even a simple, yet necessary, task like organizing your personal space to clear out the mental clutter, we all have something that we know needs our attention. But here's the good news, while this energy might feel a bit intense, it's also incredibly motivating. Think of it as the universe's way of saying, it's time to stop putting things off and start making real progress. You don't have to tackle everything at once. The key is to take that first step, no matter how small. Once you get started, you'll likely feel a sense of relief and accomplishment. Remember those times when you pushed through your procrastination and finally handled something important? That feeling of satisfaction and clarity awaits you again today. Now, I'd love for you to reflect on something. Have you been avoiding anything lately that's been weighing on your mind? Maybe it's something that feels a bit daunting, but deep down you know it's important. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What's been holding you back, and how do you plan to tackle it today? Let's support each other as we navigate this transformative energy together. And speaking of transformation, Uranus retrograde in Taurus adds an element of surprise to today's mix. You might experience an unexpected breakthrough or a sudden insight that helps you see things from a new perspective. Have you ever had one of those moments where everything suddenly made sense, even though you'd been struggling with the issue for a while? That's the kind of energy Uranus brings today, an electric, almost unpredictable force that can lead to positive change if you're open to it. In fact, this might be a great day to embrace the idea of change and flexibility. While the moon square to Chiron stirs up old wounds, Uranus is here to remind you that healing doesn't always have to follow a predictable path. Sometimes the most profound growth happens when we least expect it, when we're open to new ideas, new ways of thinking, and new approaches to life's challenges. So, if something unexpected pops up today, whether it's an opportunity or a revelation, embrace it. It could be just what you need to propel yourself forward. As the day unfolds, take a moment to consider how these energies are playing out in your own life. Are there emotional triggers or past situations coming to the surface? Are you feeling called to face something you've been avoiding? And most importantly, are you ready to react differently this time? Today is a chance to do things differently, to heal old wounds, and to make meaningful progress in areas where you felt stuck. Remember, the universe is always working in your favor, even when it presents challenges. Today's energy might feel a bit intense, but it's here to help you grow stronger, more self-aware, and more aligned with your true path. So embrace the emotional turbulence, lean into those tough conversations, and trust that by the end of the day, you'll be one step closer to the empowered, authentic version of yourself. Now, I want to hear from you. What's been coming up for you emotionally lately? Have you noticed any old patterns or situations resurfacing that need your attention? How are you planning to face them in a new way today? Let's talk about it in the comments, and support each other on this journey of growth and healing. Together, we can turn today's challenges into powerful moments of transformation.